Okay, we are live. So I'm going to wait for some people to come online. We'll see how it goes. Hi guys. Hey guys. So, I am here to just kind of chat. Again, like the other night, I feel like I had a lot of fun chatting with you guys and bringing you along with me when I was doing the live stream thing for Jeff Hunt on the air. And I just attempted to do another live stream. But, one of the guys, I'm in Savannah, Georgia. One of the guys is in Ohio and the other guy is in England. So we were having some really weird feedback. And my friend Alex in England, it's with the American Ghost Hunter show. We attempted to do the live thing, but he has really bad internet where he's at currently. So we had to kind of cut the show short. And I'm already here in front of my lights with my camera and my hair's done and my makeup. And I didn't want to do all this for nothing. And also, I want some advice from you guys. So, hi, everyone. I actually can see your comments now. So, all that. As you can see from the title of this live stream, it's location advice. I need location advice. Currently, as a lot of you guys know, I am I'm working full time again. I wasn't for a while because I had a baby and all that stuff, and then I wasn't for a while. But now I'm back being an accountant again. I'm not gonna lie, but it's not the worst thing ever, and I work for really good people, so it's okay. But I am really trying to push this YouTube thing even further right now because it would be amazing to be able to focus more on locations, focus more on making videos. There are a few. I will go ahead and just be open about it because I'm not under any like confidentiality agreements or any contracts right now. But, I'm talking to a couple of different production companies and networks for a few different TV shows right now. As a lot of you guys probably know, I went to Los Angeles in February to film like a pilot reel for the new Ghost Hunters show reboot with Grant Wilson and all them, but it didn't work out for me, and that's okay. The team that they chose, I know them all, and they are incredible people, and it's going to be a really good show. And it airs on A&E sometime in mid-August. I think it's like 3 weeks from now. So if you have cable, I don't. if you're like me, I don't know what to tell you. But if you do have cable and you live in the United States or anywhere, I don't know what other channel it's going to be on outside the U.S., but it'll be on A&E, and I advise you watch it because there's some really good people, and it's going to be exciting. I am sad that I didn't get chosen for the show for season 1, but at the same time, I'm here. I still have you guys. I have this YouTube channel, and there are other opportunities on the horizon. And again, just like so many of you guys say, life is not about having a TV show. We have the freedom here, and it's really important to just stay grounded, stay focused, and know that I have a really good support system with all of you guys who are continuing to watch, and all of my friends, like obviously like UGUE, like Holy Walkers, like, Chris, my mom, everyone. So, and they make life interesting and super fun. And yes, super glad Chris is okay. That was scary. It was very scary for everyone. Everyone's good, and I will go ahead and tell you. I think you guys already know, but they're all heading up here tomorrow to come investigate with me to a few of my places, me and my mom's places. My mom won't be here, but I'll be here, and we're gonna go live with those guys, and it's gonna be super fun, and we're gonna have a blast. I'm definitely taking them to Vonnie's house, and let's see, there's some questions. I live in Georgia. But yeah, I'm definitely taking them to Vonnie's house, and because we've got crazy activity there. Anytime we've gone there, it's been insane. and I had some of you guys had know, like, I'm telling you that's I don't even know about it, because like I legitimately, and I do not exaggerate things. I do not go crazy with things, but I'm telling you, when I was standing in the kitchen at Vonnie's house, which is this old abandoned house, I legit saw like a face outside that window, and it was so real. It was like those videos that you see where like you sometimes see like a weird kind of foggy white looking face kind of pop up and then pop back down into the wind. It's like those UFO kind of alien hunter videos. It looked like that. It looked like that. And then that's why I freaked out, because that window, you guys, is over 8 feet tall, like higher than ground level. I mean, that person had to have been floating there or super tall, and there was nothing to stand on except for some like raggedy bushes. I don't even know. Whew. But anyway, I get all worked up about that experience because it's crazy, and I can't wait to take them there tomorrow. So anyway, I'm going to read what some of you guys have been watching. Washington State. Yes. I want to go out there. Let me see. Oh yeah. I was reading Joshua Coe's thing. Yeah, but I want to go out to Washington State again. My cousin actually lives in Tacoma, and it is a beautiful place. I drove right through the middle of it, and it's incredible how different the scenery gets from like eastern Washington State to central to the coast. It's so different. But I know there's some really cool places out there. Let's see. I'm honestly really interested in going anywhere really, but somewhere I haven't been. Let's see. Randy said San Antonio. Yes, I really want to go there. And I know, so I'm kind of friends. I'm on like kind of speaking terms. I'll say an acquaintance, not friends, buddy, but Aaron Mahnke, and he is the creator and host of the podcast Lore, as well as like Aaron Mahnke's Cabinet of Curiosities. He does that one, and he also has a streaming show out called Lore, based on the podcast on Amazon Prime, and he's super cool. And I was actually talking to him a little bit about, hold on, let me read this really quick. Sorry. Oh yeah. I was kind of talking to him a little bit about his episode that he did on the Alamo, because there was so much I didn't know about the Alamo as far as like historically factual, historical things go. I didn't know a lot about that. I just knew there's some ghost stories. Why? I didn't know, but now I know. And, I'm so thankful to people like him who do these like fact-based, historical-based podcasts and blend these stories, these lores and mysteries and haunted ghost stories in with actual history. And that's what my goal here is with this channel. I want to expand it more. This is something I haven't talked to you guys about. I've talked about it in interviews, but that's what I want to do here, you guys. And yes, I'm coming back to Vicksburg, Mississippi. I just saw that. We have to go back to that place, the asylum, that big like 6-7 story hospital thing. Like there's so much of that hospital that I didn't get to show you guys. The one with like the 5-minute long intro that I know is ridiculous and can be really annoying for some people, but that's why I'm just like, it's 5 minutes, just fast forward if you hate it. But there's just so much of it to show. And to me, it's like, it's everything that an urbexer and paranormal freak loves, because it has everything. So yes, I will be back to Vicksburg as soon as I can. Maryland. Yes, I'm trying to come up to Maryland in August, towards the end of August. Jeff Hunt is he's interview. So he works for a country music radio station, and he's always meeting these like famous country music singers, which I love country. So I'm like, yes, can I come to the studio and meet some of these people? But he's the one I just went live with the other day. he invited me up there, so I will be I'll be going up there in August. And then at the same time, I know some of you guys who are Ghost Hunters and Ghost Hunters International fans will love this, I hope. At the same time, Rob Demarest, who was on Ghost Hunters International with me, you know, the big guy that everybody's like, smile, Rob. Anyway, he's like one of my best friends ever. I still talk to him like every day. And I will be meeting up with Rob D. And we're going to be going and investigating and exploring some cool locations in Northern Virginia. So that's another, not necessarily a surprise, but kind of a surprise. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, New Orleans too. I want to get back down to New Orleans. When my mom and I were we were driving back from Vicksburg. We went down into Natchez and then down through and spent the night in New Orleans because my mom had never been, and it had been years since I went. And we only got the one night there, but it was super fun. And there's so much I want to do there. And I have friends that live in the area. I'm really interested in the lore of, almost said Savannah. I live in Savannah. The lore of New Orleans, which I guess some people like to compare Savannah to New Orleans, but New Orleans is so much heavier, like in a good way. To me, I feel like when I was in New Orleans, I really felt something that was like, I don't know. I mean, it's like spirits are all over the place there. I mean, they are here too, but anyway. Yes, yeah. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, Jeremy was trying to block your comment for some reason. I think because there was language in it. Oh, it's not a bad comment. Show. Okay. Let's see, what were you saying? Yeah, Rob D. I'm excited to be back together with him too because he's super hilarious. A lot of people don't think, like, they don't know how funny he is because he comes off as really like serious buff guy all the time, but the dude is so funny. He's so funny, and I can't wait to show some of that on camera. Because the good thing about running your own channel, your own stuff, editing your own content, is you can show it how it is. You know, you don't have some network being like, now we got to make this girl look like that and this guy look like that. Let's see. Thank you, Elizabeth. That's so sweet. I don't even think I brushed my hair. I just threw it up in a ponytail and I wanted to leave a little bit. I don't want to. Let's see. Oh, Jeremy, it's totally fine. It just said, it was because you said something about a Kick ASS show, and I think I don't know, YouTube was like bad language. I don't know. Amelia Island, yeah, I want to go. Yes, I want to go down there too. I'll tell you what, I have my aunt and cousin and them, they live in Yulee, which is like literally the last exit off 95 in Florida, right before the Georgia line. And there are so many abandoned places around there that I want to like. Oh, you live in Yulee? Okay. Yeah, so I definitely want to get down there. I mean, I saw so many places driving down 17, like the old 17 there, like right on the road, that I would love to get into. Let's see. Hi, Alex. Let's see. Oh, some pretty crazy lesser known places in California. Speaking of California and getting out there, I would absolutely love to. I didn't realize. I mean, I knew that all of, that there were like, there's good history out there and stuff. But until I went out there in February to film that thing with them, I didn't realize some of the actual, like, the old historical places that that there were still that's still there. I really want to go to the Bodie, California, I think it's called, which is just like, it's a pretty famous, I'm sure it's a huge tourist destination, but it's a pretty famous ghost town, like Wild West kind of thing. I'm all about the old Wild West ghost towns. And that's why when I went out to visit my friend Jay and Aaron and them in Colorado a couple months ago, I was hoping that we would randomly come across a lot more ghost towns. But yeah, it didn't really happen. We came across some old mills and mines and stuff, but it wasn't anything like I thought it was going to be. And then some locals were telling me about you have to get to the other side of the Rockies, and there's a lot of good places out there, as well as up until like I love Wyoming, by the way, you guys. I'm like huge Wyoming fan. I don't know what it is about that state, but it feels so magical to me. I've never been to Nevada, excuse me. I know people out there say Nevada and Colorado. I'm not going to Area 51. No. I think it's crazy. And if any of you guys are going to try to do that, I think you're crazy. Oh my gosh. I'll tell you what though. I'll sit there and watch Area 51 videos and people going up there like to the gates and stuff all day long. Like I think I talked about the Ewu Crew Explore With Us channel a few nights ago, and those guys are awesome because they do a lot of stuff out there in the deserty ghost towns, and I would love to get together with those guys. I don't even know how I would get a hold of them, to be honest with you, but I'll try. That's how I got to explore with RNK All Day, Rob and Christy. I literally just went on Instagram and messaged them, and I was like, hey, I have a channel. Can we please explore together? Because I love you guys. Sometimes you get lucky. Let's see here. I don't even know where this is going. Hold on, I'm reading some comments and I'm like, where is this even coming from? I don't know, some dude on here. I'm gonna go ahead and just hide. There we go. I had to hide a user's comments. It wasn't anything like disruptive or terrible or let me see here, or insulting me. It was just like weird constant comments about how women cheat and pretty women are horrible, and if he was better looking then maybe he would have a girlfriend or better Why do you come on my channel and say things like that? It makes no sense. It has nothing to do with Urbex or the paranormal, but okay. I wish you luck. Have a good evening. Let's see. You'll probably hear some noises coming from out in the living room. My toddler is out there having a good time. Let's see. I have no idea. I didn't see that comment. Oh, yeah, that I know. But that's okay because I hid him from the channel. So if he or she is still watching and commenting weird stuff that makes zero sense, nobody's going to see it. So you're kind of wasting your own time. That's where we get smart, you guys. We don't have to block you to keep you from being seen. Anyway. Area 51. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep up with everyone too. Oh, I see. Hold on. Let's hide this user too, because this user wants me to just show him my feet. You don't want to see my feet, dude. Anyway. Yeah, I know I need mods, but it's hard to trust a lot of people, to be honest with you. No offense, to anyone, because I know there's some really good people out there, but I have a hard time trusting people with access that kind of like, privilege to my channel. My mom is a mod. She's a really good one, except sometimes she'll go into mom mode and whoop some ass verbally. Anyway, yes, strange people. Very strange indeed. So let's get back on the point here. The Three Sister Hotel in Georgia. I have not heard of it. No, I haven't. I think somebody had said something earlier. If you guys know of any, you guys don't have to say it because I know it's bad to like give away a pristine abandoned location, because then anybody and their mama will go up in there and destroy it, and that's horrible. Oh, how did I meet Joe and Rob? That's funny you asked too, because this is the same exact way that I got together to meet up with R&K, Rob and Christy from R&K All Day, their channel. I started doing the YouTube stuff in January, and it was because literally for the last 2 years, I've been watching Urbex people like all the time, like Bros of Decay, all those guys. I've just been watching all their stuff. And I didn't even know. I had never watched anything of UGUE before. And my mother had come across their channel and she was like, oh my God, Ashley, you have to watch these guys. Their stuff is scary. They go to crazy places and they get insane activity and all this stuff. She's like, I don't know where they are, but they're really cool, you know, where they are geographically in the States. I was like, okay, you know, cool, I'll watch it. And I watched one, don't remember what house it was. It was the one with the barn. I guess one of them got maybe pushed out the top floor, maybe. I don't think, I didn't watch that episode, but it was that barn, that really creepy barn in the woods. It was, I think that was the first one I watched of those guys. And I think Todd was in it too. And I was like, oh, these guys are awesome. They seem really cool, down to earth. And this place is amazing. And how do I get in contact with these guys? Because after I watched about 2 or 3 of their videos, I figured out pretty quickly that they were in the great state of Florida. I could just tell by the foliage and just the way things looked. I was like, they have to be in Florida. That looks like Florida. They didn't even say where they were or anything. I was like, that looks like Florida. So I contacted them as well on Instagram Messenger. I messaged them and it was Rob that got back to me. And we just started chatting about like YouTube and Urbex. And I was like, where are you guys in Florida? And then they told me. And I was like, okay, I'm from this place in Florida. I'm down there all the time. If you ever want to collab and do some videos together, I think that would be great. My channel's just getting started, but I've been doing the paranormal stuff for years, and I would love to tag along and you show me some of your spots. And that's how it started. And it was super cool because the next time I went down to Florida, we met up with them, and I was super nervous because I had never met up with people I didn't know before like that, especially at night when you're filming in an abandoned place and you don't know who these people are, like personally. I hope none of them are watching right now. Actually, speaking of the devil, Joe just texted. They are heading up tomorrow, guys. I know I already told y'all that, but we're trying to plan it out so we can do it up good and go to all these really cool places and make some cool videos while they're here for you guys. And we're going to go to a couple of new spots too that I know of. I'm hoping it works out. Let's see. So yeah, I don't remember who asked me that, but somebody asked how I met them. That's how I met them, was literally just reaching out. And that's what I've been doing since I started doing this, is reaching out, just being real, being, you know, because like, how else am I going to do this? Hold on. Sorry. And also I can't type and talk at the same time. I'm sure you understand. Anyway, let's see what else was saying. Sorry. We're in Florida. I'm actually from Polk County, Florida. So if you're from a town just north of Orlando, then you know where Winter Haven is. High Range Mike. I am from Winter Haven, Florida. Born in Lake Wales, raised in Winter Haven, and I go back there all the time. Huge Chain of Lakes fan. Yeah. So, Oh, thanks, Chris. Huge GHI fan. Stoked to find this channel. So yeah, I want to go ahead and just kind of talk a little bit about some places. So I know I told you guys I'm trying to get up to Maryland and then Virginia to meet up with Rob D and get some videos with him, or maybe probably just one. But I don't know, like there's so many places I want to go, which is why I know I need to continue pushing, like doing more videos, which is why I'm trying to get more involved in talking to you guys more often and stuff. Oh, you watched my show on Prime. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, that the Prime thing is totally new. You know, when that happened, I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, oh, well, which ones would I want on there? And there's only 2 episodes on there for like season 1. And it's 2 of the just straight urbex episodes with the best, I guess I chose the ones with the best camera work and the best like the drone work and stuff. Just I mean, because it's pretty, it's visually stimulating, and that's what I want to work on more. I've been working on locations for the what am I trying to say? For the Civil War series that I've been talking about doing, I have a few places in mind. So what my whole thing about the Civil War series is I'm going to get them filmed, edited, well put together before I release them, instead of releasing them, you know, one after the other. But I'll still be releasing videos too, like normal. But that series is going to come out as a separate entity, and it'll also be put up on Prime. And yeah, so honestly, like it's so hard to describe, I guess, to a lot of normies out there, normal people that don't get into urban exploration, abandoned places, paranormal stuff, weird things. Like I say weird, but honestly, who's to say what's weird, you know? So yeah, I don't know, like I'm trying to focus a lot more on good quality content, as well as you know, I want to focus a little more on more quantity, but mostly on quality, because for me, when I go back and look at my videos, I want to be proud of my work. But sometimes, man, like you find a place and you just want to take your camera and run in and get it, because like there's you just can't stop yourself. You have a passion for it. So yeah, I'm trying to get more active, more involved in that kind of thing. And also I'm trying to go to these locations that have a good, colorful history, a good past, something that I can bring to you guys, because I know a lot of you like to know the stories and the background of the locations, as well as any lores or mystery stories that are associated with said location. Because I feel like that's what makes well-rounded content, and that's what draws people in and makes them want to like watch your stuff, and that's what makes me want to watch something. Because and sometimes you're in there for a quick scare at the same time, which happens, trust me. But what I'm really trying to focus on doing is finding quality locations where I can go in with these with intent, as far as like a background story, the actual factual history, and all that good stuff. So anyway, and then the paranormal stuff comes along with when you get in there and what you experience. Let's see. I am on Amazon Prime. Yes, it's called the Godwin Network, like the YouTube channel. It's just the 2 episodes there. Yeah, there's a lot of people I want to get involved with, as far as like a lot of the other YouTubers and stuff. Excuse me. Did you go to England when you were in Ghost? Yes, we came to England. We went to like we stayed in Slough area, where we filmed the Ostrich Inn, which is where the real story of Sweeney Todd happened. And it's really interesting because it's this beautiful bed and breakfast in this tiny old town. And I guess Queen Elizabeth stayed there at one point in time, a long time ago, obviously. And when we were filming there, we didn't get too much activity there, but I learned a lot. And it had a really, really, really creepy, disgusting history and backstory to this place, because you all know the tale of Sweeney Todd. You all know Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street. You have people in his chair, slit their throats and all this stuff. Well, apparently it didn't actually happen that way. It was a husband and wife team, kind of, and they would bring people into their inn, feed them dinner, drug them, get them all messed up. They'd pass out, and then they would carry them up to bed, steal their belongings, steal their money, and all that stuff. And then when they fell asleep in the bed, they would pull the lever, and the bed, this would be the headboard, the bed would do this, and then there was a trap door underneath, and the body would slide down into a vat of boiling oil, where they would cook the bodies and put the meat into meat pies to feed to the next victim. And like 100 years later or something, they found, like, I don't remember, but a plethora of human bones and remains in the little creek river thing behind the inn, which is still there, but they have a gate there blocking it off. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, whenever they told us that story and I'm sitting there trying to eat a Caesar salad and they bring me a real Caesar salad with anchovies, and I didn't know that's what a Caesar salad was because I was just a little 21-year-old from Florida. I just had a really hard time staying there because we had to stay there, there. Another place we filmed was up in Nottingham, and that was cool. They took us down into the tunnels under the old prison where apparently Robin Hood and the sheriff got into it there, and all that's real. All that stuff is real. It's just been expanded on over the years. I'm seeing what else. Let's see. Yeah, so the school that we just went to last week was pretty bad. It was really interesting. I had, I don't know, when I was there, I felt like I literally just wanted to full speed run the halls. I can't explain that. I would not consider myself a sensitive or an empath or anything like that. A lot of people have told me I am, just because of certain things. I don't even like to talk about it because my thing is there's so much I don't care about what people think, but when it comes to stuff like that, I do care, because I don't want people to think, oh, well, she's just saying that, or she's making fun of me, because I totally respect and believe everybody's approaches, as well as everybody's experiences and how they approach the paranormal. So yeah, if you're a techie nerd and that's how you do it, you're straight science, straight facts, I totally respect that. And then if you are literally, you just walk in and it's just yourself, your senses, your feelings, I totally respect that. So let me see here. But yeah, when we were in that school, I don't know. I had that feeling of just wanting to just run the halls and play. It was so crazy. And I don't know if it was just the vibe of the place as far as all these toys, creative things laying around. But at the same time, I felt kind of sad because there was little baby toys and stuff. And, we looked up the history of it, and it's sad, how it came to an end. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, Rosemary, I am doing well. I'm trying to read some things. I see Beverly says she wants to do a YouTube and all that stuff, and I think you totally should, because I think anybody can, honestly. I didn't know. I've always been okay on camera and stuff, but I just didn't know that I had the ability to be okay as far as wanting to socialize and communicate with a bunch of people I don't know in person. You know what I mean? Like, get to know you guys. I see so many of you guys. I see your names all the time in comments and just the constant support. I literally feel like I know you guys like in person. And I never saw myself doing that kind of stuff as that kind of person. And I think I don't know. I think it's awesome. It's definitely changed me as a person all around. Will I be going to Northern Ireland? First of all, I love Northern Ireland. We stayed in Ballycastle and went to Rathlin Island and investigated the old manor there. I got to stay at that manor on Rathlin Island for a couple weeks, and it was beautiful and amazing. And I just did a video chat yesterday with Barry Fitzgerald, who was on Ghost Hunters International with me, and they were cooking steaks on the grill and hanging out. And I just want to go back there so bad. I miss Ireland so much. And it was just like, he told me, Miss Ashley, literally all you need is a ticket. So all I need, I guess, is a plane ticket. And I think that's amazing. And I will say that I let things kind of bother me sometimes that I shouldn't, because I really am blessed. Like, I'm really blessed. I'm blessed for the people in my life, the support I have, and all that, because like talking to Barry yesterday, I haven't seen Barry in person in like 8 years, maybe a little less than that. But it's still just like, he's still like my family, like Rob D. It's been a long time since I've seen Rob D, but I talk to him every day, and we are all still family. You know, you work together, you basically live together in the same hotels, you travel together constantly. And I feel that way about Rob, Joe, Todd, Chris. I only got to meet Chris the one time and work with him at the school, you know, filming the school and stuff. But with, you know, and I consider him family now, because that's just how it is here. I know everybody says, like, you know, what up, fam? There's a whole thing about fam. And I feel that. I felt it instantly. It was an initial connection with all those guys. And same with Rob and Christy with R&K, working with them. Like, we are all just like one big Urbex family, and it's so cool. Like, I don't know. I could get all emotional about it, because I feel so blessed, like, to have all those people who are just like, literally just buy a plane ticket and come see me, and we'll go to some cool places. And then I'm like, well, do you guys know how much plane tickets cost? But I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Mom's online. Hey, Mom. I'm just catching up with comments, so I'm so sorry, you guys. Y'all know I get on tangents, and I'll start telling stories. If you have any questions about experiences from any of our YouTube experiences, or any of my past stuff with Ghost Hunters, ask away. Let's see. Sorry, I know I'm not talking, I'm reading. Oh Lord, all the comments just jumped down. Have you ever been on a haunted road? Yeah, apparently I have. And I've only had one experience, I can say, on a haunted road. Yes, I do communicate with Joe Chen as well. Sorry, I saw that. Yes, haunted roads. Haunted roads are really interesting, because you never know. Like, you never know what you're going to get. You never know, you know, the stories, you know, but you don't. Most of the time when I go to places like that, I'm always like, okay, whatever, you know, we're going to put some baby powder on the bumper and we might see little kids' handprints or something. But there are some places in Florida, and I don't know if y'all have heard of it, and maybe it truly is just a trick of the ground, as far as how the hill goes like this and then kind of slopes back up. But the history of the location, it's called Spook Hill, and it's in Lake Wales, Florida. It's a big little attraction. But apparently there was like some crazy fight between a Native American chief and an alligator, like a giant crazy alligator, and they went to head and then they killed each other, and their spirits apparently are in anguish and haunt the area or whatever. And if you park your car, it'll start rolling uphill backwards, and that's pretty cool. And another time we were driving, which is also in Central Florida, in a town called Haines City. And it's a back dirt road. Brian Folds, hey, what's up? Speaking of Haines City. But anyway, yeah, we were on this road near Lake Marion in Haines City, and it's a dirt road. I don't know if it's been paved since then. I feel like in my part of Florida, everything's being paved over, and all the orange groves are torn down, and new housing developments are being put up, and it makes me so sad. It's heartbreaking, but people got to live somewhere, I guess. People got to live somewhere, I guess. But anyway, we were on this dirt road there, and I saw like this pillar of what I thought was like white smoke or a fog or something, but it wasn't the time of year to have fog or anything like that. And we stopped the car, and literally this pillar of white smoke fog went from one side of the road, drifted to the other, stopped, and then came kind of towards our car, stopped, and then went away. And that was insane. That was insane. When I saw that, that was before I did ghost hunters, all this. This was in high school. I've always been interested in that kind of stuff, but that was a true experience. That was like, what? I mean, it was a formed like pillar of white fog. Anyway, let's see. Would I go into a haunted forest? Yes. I would love to go into a haunted forest. How do I feel about Florida hunting explorers and investigators down for trespassing? I don't know. See, I'm kind of iffy about that. I don't want my friends to get in trouble, and I'm all on my friend's side no matter what. Even, and I know this sounds bad, but even if they might be in the wrong a little, because family is family, and you always have to have each other's backs. Even behind each other's backs, you should have each other's backs. That's why I don't get involved in any drama, or if anybody says anything, I'm not going to say anything about anything, because I think it's BS and we're all adults here. So, as far as that, I'm so just freaking cool and laid back about everything. I just don't get it. I don't get how people just can't get along. I'm not like this, like, hippie, why can't we all just get along person, but legit, why can't we all just get along? So the other part to that answer is no, because as far as trespassing goes, there are ways around that, like underground urbex code of trespassing. You don't necessarily have to constantly trespass on every thing that you do. I have not done any like trespassing, what's the word I'm looking for, videos, because I have a toddler, I have a 2-year-old. I have this opportunity of multiple TV shows right now, and I am not going to risk going to jail, even if it's just for a night or a few hours, just to get a video that maybe in my case might get 2,000 likes, and for a really hot one, maybe 10,000 likes. I mean, my videos don't get that many hits to risk a night of jail for. I'm sorry. So as far as the trespassing thing goes, I just can't. I can't afford that, and I'm not going to do that. And maybe it takes the edge out for some people, but it's just not right. Like, if I owned a historical place that was just kind of sitting there, well, I would never let it just sit there. But I wouldn't want a bunch of, as they say on Letterkenny, upcountry degents coming in, coming up and, vandalizing. Nobody likes vandals. And I've never vandalized a place before ever. I can honestly say that. But people who don't know me and they walk up on me, you wouldn't know that. Anyway, I could talk about that all night. Yeah, this stuff is real. So I have a question. What experience made me feel like, yeah, this paranormal stuff is real? A bunch of them, but honestly, the one I had in Tasmania, I always talk about this one because it was a crazy location. It was this old jail in Port Arthur, Tasmania, and we filmed for 2 nights in a row. And they put me in this jail cell, and as soon as I walked in, I got like lightheaded and dizzy. And I'm trying to think of all the ways that I could just be like playing it up in my head, like, oh, I'm overtired. We've been traveling. I'm jet lagged. Um, there's other things that, maybe my iron's low. I don't know. So then we're night 2 investigating, walk into the same jail cell, got dizzy again. They're like, okay, well, we're going to leave you in here by yourself and see if you experience anything. And it's just me and my handy cam now. And I'm like, okay, I'm terrified because it's like dark and I already don't feel good and I'm dizzy. And I'm kind of just like getting to that point where I'm tired, I'm ready to go, nothing's happening. And then I'm like, okay, if there's anyone in here, why don't you come out and talk to me? And then all of a sudden I felt something physically touch my knee. And when I felt something touch my knee, it was literally like this heaviness on my chest. And then I kind of fell back against the wall. Not fell back, but I kind of had to lean back against the wall because I felt really dizzy, lightheaded, nauseous, sick, bad, bad, bad. So Dustin and Brandy, they came in, they're like, okay, let's get going. We were tired. We went back, did the analysis review the next morning, and Brandy was like, you probably want to hear this, Ashley. And I put the headphones on and you hear me say, why don't you come out and talk to me? And then I'm like, and then this male voice, this deep male voice goes, okay. And I was like, no. And that was like an aha moment for me because I knew for a fact that nobody was in this stone thick walled jail cell with me. And yeah, so that was one of my first crazy experiences as far as like feeling something physically at the time and then also having an EVP to back it up. Let's see. Haunted Gem is in Phoenix now. Well, I would go to Phoenix. I've never been to Phoenix. It sounds cool. You know where I've always wanted to go? Santa Fe, New Mexico. I hear it's very like spiritual there, like very heavy, very full of crazy activity. Lots of like ancient Native American stuff, like really cool stuff. I would love to go and experience it out there. I won't be able to stay on too much longer. I have to get the kid to bed. What's the scariest thing you've seen? Oh my gosh, I don't know. I've seen some scary stuff, and I wouldn't necessarily say in person, but I have experienced some really like, hold on, Mom, I'm just gonna, oh, not that person. I'm just gonna hide the user because hold on. Oh, well, Mom's deleting them. Okay. Yeah, Mom, just hide that user entire. Okay, you got it, or I got it. Okay. Anyway, they were saying some racist BS. Okay. Anyway, I know somebody's like, what the fuck? What were we saying? We were saying something. Sorry. People are interesting. I never understand. Speaking of like the mountains, you guys, have y'all ever heard of Brown Mountain in North Carolina where all of this like crazy UFO activity apparently happens? Because oh yeah, Santa Fe. Thank you, Mike. But anyway, I personally want to go up there, and I don't know if I talked to Joe about that place or not, but I'll talk to him about it. But I would love to go up there and like camp out and see if we capture those weird like UFO lights. I mean, you've had like physics professors and stuff from App State like go out there and try to find these things. Um yeah, so anyway, Santa Fe. Santa Fe would be awesome. I would love to get out there and experience that. Um let's see. So the first video was the insane asylum in Mississippi. Oh, so you know the area well. Yeah. Oh, hold on. I gotta stop that call. Sorry. Yeah, that asylum slash hospital in Mississippi is beautiful. It is incredible, and there's so much to it. Me and Mom are definitely talking about going back. I've been talking to David Childers, who I know I put the link to his YouTube, because he does have a YouTube, by the way. I put it on the video. Definitely go and subscribe to his stuff. Also, I think it's called like Strike Fast Studios. Gene Hamill, he did my logo for me, and they've been doing some really cool like reenactment kind of stuff. And yeah, so what the heck? Sorry. Yeah, anyway, so they've been doing some really cool stuff, and David is going to take us back to that asylum, and we're probably going to make another crazy hour-long or more video, because there was literally just too much to explore in one night. It was so hot. There was so much going on. Look at Mom. Yes, yeah, there is a link to his channel on that video in the description. You can go find it. Thank you, Suzanne. So anyway, I think I should probably get going, you guys. We've already been on here for almost an hour, and time flies like crazy when I get on here and start talking to y'all. Like, it's just insane. Let me see what else. Old State Prison. Oh, that sounds really cool. Speaking of Illinois, there's some places up in Illinois, and I have a really good friend in Wisconsin, who he keeps telling me to get up there, because there are some really cool places to explore. There's also that really weird, I know I'm about to go to bed too, you guys. There's also that really weird werewolf story, which they made a documentary on, and I don't remember. I think it was Prime. Prime has it, and it's like called something Road, Bear Road, or Brer Road, or something like that. And I don't know if you guys like things other than ghosts, that's also paranormally. Yeah, I think you would find that little documentary interesting, because it's like fact, like I would say it's fact based, first person experiences since I think before the 80s and whatnot. Yeah, they have like newspaper clippings, and this lady who's been doing this research on this road, on these like werewolf sightings for a long time. I get all into all that stuff. So it's not just ghosts and abandoned places, you guys. I love it all. I love Bigfoot. And my big thing is UFOs and aliens. I love it. I'll sit there and watch Secure Team 10's videos. I'll watch Tyler Secure Team all night. I just like love it. And he's so real too. That's what I love about Secure Team, is he doesn't go on there and just like start spouting off opinions and stuff. He goes on there and like shows you actual news stories and he doesn't say, oh, this is what it is. He'll say, so this is what the news says and blah, blah, blah. And this is what I think it might be, stuff like that. But yeah, he's super cool. I'm all about that kind of stuff. If y'all are up for it, now let me know if you're cool with the idea of doing explorations. It'll still be Urbex abandoned places that are creepy, and I'll still obviously stick to the ghost stuff because that's where my heart is too. Would y'all be cool with the idea of going and exploring, doing the camp out deal and all that at places like Brown Mountain, North Carolina, where the Brown Mountain lights are seen? There are places where crazy UFO sightings, as far as like Swamp Ape stuff in Florida. I mean, like all the stuff, all the lores, all the legends, all the mysteries, Jersey Devil stuff, like Mothman. Oh, yeah. True Nerd's coming out now. Okay, good. Yes. Okay. Okay. I just didn't want anybody, well, I'm sure some people won't like it, but you guys are the ones that matter. You guys are like the ones that are here, and that's what matters to me. So cool. And the Skinwalker stuff too. Obviously, all that stuff will still stick with the same theme: abandoned places, looking for ghosts and spirits. But I really I think it would be fun to expand sometimes depending on where I travel to. So I'm trying to do the whole thing and trying to like get more involved, raising funds. Now I'm working full time, so that's helping with saving up so I can get to some of these other places and make some cool videos. And hopefully meet up with some of you guys. I mean, I know a lot of you guys have expressed interest in doing that, like meeting up and collabing. I'm reading comments right now. Okay, James. Yes, I will check out their channel for sure. Oh, thank you, Regina. Yeah, Mom, Lizzie Borden house any day. Fun fact, back in, was it 2015 or 16, I nannied for Christina Ricci, who played Lizzie Borden in the movie and series. I babysat her son for, I think, like a month or two when she was here in Savannah filming that Z for Zelda pilot episode when they were filming that show here. So that's a pretty little fun fact that not many people know. And she's super cool and amazing because my mom brought up Lizzie Borden and it made me think of her. All right. So you guys are amazing. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me. You've made my night. Again, I had all this set up because I was doing the American Ghost Hunter show live stream interview thing. You can hear the cicadas out my window back there. But anyway, since I was already here, I wanted to go ahead and get some location advice and all the good things. And this has been fun. I always have fun. So I'm going to go night-night now. I'm going to go wash all this off, get the baby to bed, and go to bed myself because I'm tired. And unfortunately, I have one of those. It's not a 9 to 5. It's a 7 to 4 job now. So I gotta get up, and I chose that though. I chose that. I'd rather have that than an 8 to 5. You beat the rush hour traffic. It's horrible. So 7 to 4, that's fine. It's better for me. Anyway, love you guys. That was a little bit of catch up on what's going on. I'm back at it. I promise. UGUE. I don't know if Todd's coming. I know Joe, Rob, and Chris are coming. They'll be here tomorrow. They texted me to confirm. One of us, either us or UGUE or both of us, who knows, I don't know, we'll be going live just to say, hey, what's up tomorrow, and be looking for some cool, let's see. Oh, thank you, American Explorer. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'll go check that out for sure because I would love to contact the Loot crew. Those guys are super cool. I'm a fan. Can you tell? Anyway, so yes, be looking for some cool videos from all of us soon at really cool places right here in GA. So I'm going to sign off. Love y'all. Have a good night. Mwah, mwah, mwah. That's what my baby does. She's trying to learn how to blow kisses now, and it's more like a. All right. Bye.